Breckenridge operates 50 ready-mix locations across the Midwest and is also an aggregate distributor. Like many producers of their size, much of their ticketing and accounting workflows were still paper-driven.
Tickets were handwritten, billing took weeks sometimes to get done after, making adjustments to tickets and clarifying things.
It was just an incredibly time-consuming manual effort. Bill of ladings would end up at a plant that could be 50, 100 miles away from our current location. Sometimes it would be, a week, 2 weeks before they would show up. Bigger ones are the rock aggregates, sand, where you get 20, 30 tickets a day. On those types of materials, those suppliers bill you on a weekly basis. So you could have upwards of 100, 150 tickets on an invoice. An invoice like that would definitely take you 45 minutes to an hour to reconcile. You have to do it twice. The amount of effort that would go into that for 50 plus ready-mix plants was extraordinary.
Biggest struggle was getting good communication between Cloud and Acumatica. That's where SavvySource kicked in and knocked it out of the park for us.
The problem wasn't a lack of software, it was the missing connection and trust between their systems. So we architected an automation layer using OnBase as the middleware to capture, validate, and synchronize Command Cloud and Acumatica, closing the gaps that were slowing everything down.
We didn't know if OnBase was going to do that or not. We picked up the phone, we worked with you, got it to work in a very seamless manner is what it appears.
Breckenridge didn't need another software system, they just needed their tools to talk. That's why we created an integration layer between their dispatch system, Command Cloud, and their ERP, Acumatica. Customer data begins in Acumatica, including credit status, balances, and account details, and is pushed to Command through API calls so orders can be issued. As tickets are completed and invoices are generated and emailed from Command, that invoice data flows back into Acumatica, where customer balances are updated and revenues properly recognized. When payments are received in Command, whether by credit card or ACH, those transactions are synchronized back into Acumatica. Updated customer balances are then returned to Command, ensuring credit status remains accurate in both systems. Each transaction is validated and logged as it moves between systems, creating a continuous controlled synchronization loop. That synchronization restored confidence in their data and gave them the freedom to use the best dispatch system and the best ERP for their business without compromise.
What OnBase did for us there is served as our middleware. Now we take the information from Command Cloud, bring it in through the middleware of OnBase, and have it transmitted right back up to Acumatica.
By keeping their tools connected, teams don't have to learn how to work in multiple systems.
All the approvals, all the routings, all the coding, all of that information stayed the same between the two systems, so we did not have any extra training.
Once we actually had the data, it was sending tickets, then creating invoices and the totals making it to Acumatica so that monthly statements could go out.
On the payable side, automation removed manual reconciliation and dramatically reduced overtime.
Back then, my accounting department was the same size as we are today. However, we've more than quadrupled our business in that time. Also cut our overtime down in more than half. Now everybody's down to 40 hours a week.
On the receivable side, automation removed manual matching and allowed invoices to go out daily instead of weeks later.
Had a process in place now where we were able to scan our delivery tickets into OnBase. It would automatically match it up to the Command data using barcoding so I could review them and invoice my customers on a daily basis.
We're billing customers and they're getting their invoices sometimes same day or next day. We're billing faster than we were before in our old legacy dispatch software.
When teams stop chasing paper, they start finding problems and actually fixing them.
Money gets saved by somebody doing the analysis. It's not by somebody doing those remedial tasks.
We have the data. We need to create the reports to show us where the slowdowns are, where we have room for improvement.
Customer success drives our partnership. Our goal is simple: give Breckenridge the foundation to scale with confidence.
I see these systems helping us grow, putting them right into production out of either a new plant or an acquisition, because we've built this framework and this foundation to make us succeed.
Your customer support is fantastic. We got this little problem here. Well, we can fix that. We know how to do that. We have an issue, we have a problem. You and I pick up the phone, we talk through it. It's rare that we have partners that are like that in this industry.
SavvySource always understood the urgency of certain things getting fixed. If it was something that was affecting getting billing out, SavvySource was always there to jump on it right away and get it corrected, not in hours, but within 30 minutes most of the time.
It's really nice because you do like to come into the businesses. We like to talk, we like to have conversations. You always want to know what could be better, and it seems like you always have an idea of how to make it better. So you always offer a good solution.
We're providing a value to Breckenridge by solving a particular need within their business, strengthening the trust between our teams and helping them run day in, day out more efficiently.
I feel like I was a little spoiled with Savvy Source because it just went so well.
We're proud to support what BMC is building next.